Hi, my name is Marshal Schnipper. As I don't know too much about what's going on with the stockade. I know it's 6 miles away, and when people are there, they need to have transportation to and from that back to downtown for the services that they need. All the services are down here. You can't put 100 people up there and expect them to walk back to Fort Lauderdale to get their food stamps done or to get their Medicaid applications done. I don't know whether it's totally...
That's in Fort Lauderdale.
What's that?
You just said they have to walk past Fort Lauderdale. It's in
No,
Fort
from the
Lauderdale.
stockade.
It's in Fort Lauderdale.
It's 6 miles away.
But it's in Fort Lauderdale. You said
When's the
walk
last
back
time
to
you
Fort
walked
Lauderdale.
6 miles, Mayor?
I do it all the time.
Well, then why don't you come out and walk with me, because I can't go about 3 blocks. I got a bad leg, and most of the people you're trying to slough off there have mental health issues.
So I'm just correct. You said they had to walk back to Fort Lauderdale. It's in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, well, Fort Lauderdale's a big area, apparently. Okay, well, the point I'm trying to make is that even with the tree, you disbanded the tree. The tree is a 211 call now. Most homeless people only have Obama phones. If you're on hold for 30 minutes with 211, which I have been because I'm probably one of the only people here that's been homeless almost 3 years and got out of homelessness. So I do know the route, and I do know what it takes, and it takes consistent, aggressive behavior towards getting out of it. A lot of people on the street are not going to show that behavior because they've been beaten down so long. What you guys are trying to do with that stockade might be a really great thing. I don't know. I just know from my experience with shelters, they were pretty much run like low minimum security jails. And if that's going to be the case there, people are not going to go. So you're creating another situation where, just like the Hack or the BOC North or the BOC South, people are going to be afraid to go there. I want the homeless off the street as much as anybody else. And if it means them being in a shelter for a month and getting help that they need, that's fine. But if you're not going to really make the help available, which to my experience is not available, somebody that was in the Hack, not once but twice, and left because there's nothing they're going to do for anybody there. So these shelters that you're creating, I like the idea that you're getting them off the street. However, I do not like the idea that it's so far away that there's services that they have to come back and forth for. Even the Hack provides bus passes, but you got to beg for them. So I'm lucky I have a vehicle. I don't feel like I've ever been hindered on. I don't pay attention when anybody says to charge ahead. Anyway, having said that, I'm going to let you guys mull this over. You might want to not jump to this and get Scott Israel, the sheriff here, and let him speak to this also. I think that might be a good game plan. He seems to be the guy that knows about this because he's been dealing with the homeless for a long time. I don't see him here tonight, and I don't know what to tell you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marshal. All right, Frank.